Right. I don't exactly know what I'm doing with this, but I guess I just hit record and start rambling. This weekend has been hectic, to say the least. Um, I'm I'm in quite an odd mind. In quite an odd state of mind. You could say, because of uh things that have happened. But it's oh, who am I kidding? I don't think I'll ever. I don't think I'll ever get used to this. Loss comes in many forms. People, dreams, energy. Just happens. It happens every second we're awake. Even more, even more so while we're asleep. But we just can't seem to get used to it as a species. Frankly, I wasn't expecting them to be leaving so soon. I guess even Titans fall eventually. It's if I am to be honest, there's a part of me that wants to just scream for them to not leave. And there's a part of me that knows that that part of me should just shut the fuck up. Because it's not my life. Not my choice whether they stay or not. I just hope that wherever they go, they enjoy it. One of the big things that make us so afraid of losing things is the things that we could have said. So before you lose something, someone, do what you want with them. You never know when they're leaving. Time to share a little personal story. Eh, nah, maybe I'll save that for another time. But there's always something odd with loss and lost things, lost people. You cannot think about them for what, like years and years. Then just one thing reminds you of them, and suddenly they control your thoughts for the next few minutes, hours, sometimes days. Good memories, bad memories, they all come rushing back in, but it's important to know that whether you and that person have parted ways on good or bad terms, that the time can change things. Uh, That can be a good thing or a bad thing. They might not be the same person in 2, 3 years. Heck, 2, 3 months can change a person. But um, that comes with its ups and downs. You can get along with the new them, or you could hate each other's guts. In a sense, that kind of makes the past invalidated. Nah, invalidated's the wrong word. Kind of makes the past version of them that you knew outdated. There's there's no can't find the right word for it, but I'm just trying to say that if you do decide to, if you do decide or just by chance meet up with someone from your past that you've lost, don't expect things to go the way they used to. You don't know what happened to them. Well, not when you first meet up again, I think. I'd hope. Is it, you know, that's kind of. In that case scenario, you've been friends even though you kept in touch. In the worst case scenario, that's kind of stalkery, but they love you. It's, it's always that little part of you that, or I shouldn't assume, there's always that little part of me that thinks, what if things went differently? Um, you know, what if you never said a certain thing, or maybe you should have attended that thing instead of skipping out on it, or what if, what if you never had that fight, or you never met that other person, but there's no point in wondering in the what ifs unless you somehow have a time machine. There's nothing you can do about it. And I know I'm just repeating like the common, you've lost something and you're kind of a bit sad. But remember these things, they're not gonna cheer you up, but it helps you get used to losing shit. But that kind of thing. But I don't know. I've not lived a long life. I've not lived as long as most people in the world, but there's just some things that I I'm not used to. Things that I kind of don't want to get used to, but I don't know. I don't know. Because this part of me just wants. It's odd. There's a part of me that wants things to change, but there's this other part that wants to stay the same. Kind of fear that eventually I'd be left alone, but um, I know that as people leave, more people come in, so I'm never really truly alone. And I know it's kind of sad and fucked up to say, but unless unless there's like an insanely strong bond, like on the verge of familial bond between two people. There will come a time where you will drift apart from each other and forget. Maybe, maybe. I'd like to hope that my current relationships with friends and acquaintances end off on good or neutral terms. I'd hate to be the one that loses people because of fights. But that's just how the girl goes sometimes. And I'm not sure if I'm ready for it yet. There's always that part. Again, I'm gonna repeat it again. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. I'm going off on things that I've already talked about, but that part of me ah just wants to be with that person again. Perhaps our relationship won't be the same as it was before. Yes, that's true. But I don't know. That I never really wanted them out of my life. I don't think anyone wants anyone that they care about out of their life. But I don't. No no shit, Captain Obvious. But just ah, so frustrated right now. One because of all of this, and two because I am drawing something off screen that is incredibly confusing. But back to the topic at hand. It's something loss and longing. Something that I still have to get used to. I've admittedly not lost all that much in life because my life hasn't been that long yet. Um, yeah, but it's always a shame to lose something. And I wish that I was better at it, at handling it. Mm. I guess I guess this is a message from me to me. It's that things never really want to stay still. Again, people come and people go. There will be those that will leave you on less than ideal terms, and that's okay. Because, well, that's just how life is. Better get used to it, buddy. Yeah. There's things that I wish I could have done. I wish I talked to them more. I could have what's it called? Could have done more for them. Been there more often for them. And I'll take that sentiment and carry it with me. I hope I act on them. I act on them, but can't guarantee it, and that scares me. The fact that there's a chance that I won't learn anything from this, that scares me. Scares me more than any monster in any horror movie. It's a yeah, it's I owe a lot to this person, though I won't say it publicly. And I probably won't be here if it wasn't for them. I wouldn't have learned some of the skills that I have now if I hadn't been there in their community. And I'm incredibly grateful. Wish I had the chance to show my thanks properly. You know, can't exactly control other people's decisions without being a scumbag. Um, fuck you. What the fuck is reading right now? Jesus. At the time of recording this, and also probably at the time of posting this, it's uh, August 23, something like that. August 23. And those in the same community as I am already know who I'm talking about. It's a big regret. God, never thought the day would come. Jeez. But, yeah. Moving forward, I think it's best to remember that though we can't though we can't go back to the past, we can always reminisce. I just hope that the memories you hold of that person is I hope they're fond ones. Frankly speaking, I have a few good and I have a few bad ones, but it's yeah, I, yeah, yeah. One day, one day I hope to meet them again. Is I hope that we're both living better lives, and I hope to make amends for all the bullshit that I put up with. I guess this is my way of coping. It's a bad way of coping. 'Cause I'm just rambling to myself, and whoever is unfortunate enough to click on this, but yeah, yeah. I think I'm, I think I'm done for tonight. Remember, remember everyone, remember future me, that loss will happen. People will come and people will go, and you'll forget things and you'll remember things, and you'll make new memories and meet new people and blah blah blah. We've heard it all before. What you do with your time with people is up to you. Preserve the memories in recordings, pictures, videos, or enjoy each memory to the fullest, each second to the fullest with them by giving them your undivided attention. I can't say which one is good or bad, because honestly, everyone's different with this, but just don't waste your time with the things that you have. You never know when you lose them. Oh god, I'm just repeating it over again. I should end this soon. Maybe I'll add some random rain side effects or something just to fill out the noise. I don't know. Uh, this is episode 1? I'm not sure if I'll do this again, but episode 1 of Record and Ramble, I guess. I don't know.